Right now at noon, a standoff in Rock County ends with one person dead, what we know as the investigation continues. Plus, a man is in custody after an attempted attack on a U.S. embassy in the Middle East. What authorities are saying about the suspected attacker. This is News 3 Now at noon. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. I'm Kyle Pzorski. We begin with breaking news from Waupun, where the warden of the prison there is now being jailed. The news comes just hours before a scheduled news conference where officials will discuss the findings of investigations into multiple deaths at his facility. According to online records, Warden Randall Hepp was booked into the Dodge County Jail this morning. Those records did not indicate why Hepp was jailed or the charges he might face. Since June of 2023, 4 inmates have died at Waupun. There are multiple active lawsuits filed. Hepp announced just 1 week ago that he planned to retire at the end of June. According to the Associated Press, more people will be arrested and charged with crimes related to their work at the prison. Stay with News 3 Now as we await today's news conference. You can also download the Channel 3000 News app for free from your app store. With it, you'll get the latest stories and breaking news as it happens. Just search WISC in your app store. To continuing coverage in Janesville, where one person is dead. After an 8-hour standoff, the Janesville Police Department is expected to provide more information today on the incident and the suspect. Officers were in the area of a home near the intersection of West Court Street and North Washington Street, investigating a domestic violence incident. Investigators say the standoff started when the suspect fired several shots at officers from the home. SWAT teams from Janesville and Beloit responded, shutting down the neighborhood. After 8 hours of negotiations, police entered the home and found the suspect dead. Police say they fired no shots during the standoff and that no officers were injured. According to online records, the suspect has a lengthy criminal history with past charges of battery, disorderly conduct, and bail jumping. Now to an update on an incident on the Beltline yesterday that caused significant backups. Authorities say they found a gun and magazines in the car that crashed. It happened around 2:20 p.m. yesterday. Police tried to stop the vehicle as it sped through the closed flex lane near John Nolan. Police say they did not pursue the vehicle before the crash. The driver, a 34-year-old man, was taken to a hospital. Charges are pending in the incident. Authorities in Columbia County are looking for a man who they say is responsible for a stabbing at a produce facility. Take a look at your screen. This is 28-year-old Oscar Denayo Peralta Rivera. The Columbia County Sheriff's Office says he's the suspect facing attempted homicide charges. Deputies were called to the Alsum Produce Facility on County Highway EF north of Randolph Monday night. A man there was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. A vehicle authorities believe Rivera used to get away was later found abandoned in Columbus. Anyone who knows where Rivera is should call 911. Happening today, a man charged with the murder of a Milwaukee woman will be back in court. Maxwell Anderson has pleaded not guilty to charges of first-degree intentional homicide, mutilating a corpse, and arson. It's in connection to the death of Sadie Robinson in April. Today, the defense team is asking the court to allow Anderson access to a laptop which contains evidence they believe supports their case. The jail would be able to regulate when Anderson would have access to the device. Meanwhile, the family of Sadie is suing Maxwell Anderson for wrongful death and emotional distress. In the civil lawsuit filed by their attorney, the family is asking for a jury trial. In early April, investigators found parts of Robinson's dismembered body in multiple places in and around Milwaukee. Days later, Anderson was taken into custody, where he has been ever since. We're cooling off. First warm meteorologist Kelly Slifka here joins us now with what we need to know. Good morning. Good afternoon, Kelly.
Yeah, it is nice to see the sun coming out here, and the humidity's really come down. We've got some sunshine for now, but believe it or not, we actually have a little bit more rain that we'll have to contend with coming in this evening. Clouds are departing right now. That was out ahead of one front that brought us some drier air. And we have some drier air in place, but we are expecting some scattered showers that'll be rolling through this evening. This will not be lasting real long, but maybe an hour or two. If you have maybe a league game, maybe soccer, softball, or even playing some volleyball. Tomorrow and going into Thursday, we're looking rather cool with highs only in the lower 70s and overnight lows in low 50s. But we are getting back to more sunshine, it looks like, toward the end of the week, and finally getting a chance to dry out a bit. All right, so temperatures are a little bit cooler today, at least not as warm and sticky. We're about 9 to 10 degrees cooler than where we were yesterday at this time. The winds are out of the west. They'll be breezy today out of the west up to around 10 to 15, maybe 20 miles per hour. So we do have some clearing right now. You see some showers, though, that are spreading across Minnesota. That's what we can expect to arrive just after the dinner hour, it looks like, in Madison. But enjoy the sunshine right now as we start to dry out. Temperatures are a little bit cooler than they've been. Low 70s right now, 72 in Madison and also Middleton. So we are looking at breezy west winds up to around 10 to 15, maybe 20 miles per hour as temperatures climb the upper 70s. We do have that chance of rain moving in this evening. We'll track that for you and also talk about some cooler temperatures in the weekend coming up in about 15 minutes.
All right, Kelly, thank you so much. Over in Marshville, firefighters are looking to find out what caused a structure fire earlier this morning. According to Dane County Dispatch, the fire was called in at around 8 on Evergreen Drive. Several fire departments were sent to the scene, and we will provide further updates as we get them. Over in the Middle East, a gunman is in custody after an attempted attack on an embassy outside of Beirut, Lebanon. This cell phone video captures what appears to be the shooter and the Lebanese army exchanging fire. The attacker, a Syrian national, was shot and is now hospitalized. In a statement, the embassy said the building and those inside were safe since Israel's war in Gaza started in October. Tensions have been extremely high in Lebanon as the Iran-linked Hezbollah movement and the Israeli military exchange fire almost every day along the southern border. Still ahead here at noon, a war over tipping continues, plus a look at how Special K cereal is celebrating mothers and making history all at once.
It's time for the Madison Parade of Homes, exclusively sponsored by Nuns. Don't miss your chance to tour 32 newly constructed homes filled with the newest trends and products. Go to MadisonParadeOfHomes.com and purchase your tickets today.
Stanton Optical is the best value in eye care. We did the math, people. For $79, you get all this. That costs over $200 at Walmart, over $300 at LensCrafters, and over $200 at America's Best. When it comes to value, Stanton Optical is the top bird. With the best service, quality, and prices, Stanton Optical is the best value in eye care. To help you remember, I made this cheer. V value. A, awesome value. L, lots of value. U, get 2 pairs of free eye exam and anti-glare lenses for only $79.
Are you suffering with neck pain, back pain, or sciatica due to disc-related conditions? You may have tried drugs, spinal injections, or physical therapy just to find out it didn't help. You're not alone. The problem is that some of those treatments focus on symptom relief, but may not address the underlying disc problem. As a result of injury or overuse, the discs may bulge, herniate, or degenerate over time. Our therapies are highly successful and reduce pain associated with those conditions and may help you avoid neck or back surgery. At Midwest Spine and Nerve Center, we'll design a treatment program using the latest in pain-relieving therapies, including non-surgical spine decompression, Pro Adjuster 360 computerized technology, laser therapy, and more. Visit our website or call to schedule a complimentary consultation.
TDS Fiber Internet makes our home smarter. Working, playing, living, learning. It's all better with TDS Fiber Internet because it's faster, more reliable. It's award-winning internet served up by friendly local folks. It's what keeps us connected. And isn't that what it's all about? Say hello to internet that hits different. Say hello to TDS.
From midnight tweets to drinking bleach to tear-gassing citizens and staging a photo op, we knew Trump was out of control when he was president. Then he lost the 2020 election and snapped, desperately trying to hold on to power. Now he's running again, this time threatening to be a dictator, to terminate the Constitution.
If I don't get elected, it's going to be a bloodbath.
Trump wants revenge, and he'll stop at nothing to get it.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
The Federal Communications Commission and AT&T are investigating the cause of a brief nationwide outage yesterday that prevented customers from being able to make wireless calls to non-AT&T users. The carrier says the issue has been resolved and calls between AT&T customers and 911 were not impacted. The war over tipping culture continues. A new survey from Bankrate released today shows that nearly 3 in 5 Americans have at least one negative view of tipping. While the survey found that negative reviews on tipping tend to increase with age, older Americans still tend to tip more at restaurants. 86% of baby boomers say they always leave a tip when dining at sit-down restaurants, compared to only 35% of Gen Zers. And Special K cereal is celebrating mothers and making history all at once. According to parent company Kellogg, a new special edition cereal box will be the first ever to feature a pregnant woman, cookbook author Molly Boz. Special K is also making a $25,000 donation to United Way in celebration of the partnership. It's all part of the brand's Special for a Reason campaign. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Chanel Call.
And here at the noon hour, stocks are up. The Dow up 23, NASDAQ up 261, and the S&P up 42. Our call for action volunteers are in the building taking your consumer complaints and taking action on your behalf. Volunteers are here every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. You can call for action at 608-270-2833 or submit a claim anytime at channel2000.com/call-for-action. Well, Pam is watching today's egg prices straight ahead, and we are tracking the first warm forecast. Then later on, live at 4, we're giving you a sneak preview of a fundraiser putting money towards cancer research. We'll sit down with the people involved to show you how these coaches are fighting the disease.
Save big money with these hot deals at Menards. All prices after 11% rebate. Bags of Schultz plant food are just $3.99. Moving blankets, only $1.99. Stock up with Dots Homestyle pretzels, just $4.99 per bag. 75-count Clorox disinfecting wipes, only $3.54. These hot deals won't last long. Hurry in before time runs out. Sign up for Menards emails to get more hot deals, plus the weekly flyer right to your inbox.
Save big money at Menards.
Blackberry Smoke. Live in concert. Be Right Here tour. Saturday, July 6th at Ho Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster. Don't miss Blackberry Smoke live.
Steinhofels is your mattress destination. Right now, you can get a Queen Beauty Rest mattress for only $4.99. Upgrade your sleep to the unmatched luxury and comfort of the Beauty Rest Black Hybrid for just $59 per month when you use Steinhofels 60-month financing. Plus, you'll get $200 in Steinhofels cash. There's nothing like a great night's sleep on a new mattress from Steinhofels. Start sleeping better tonight. Shop in-store or online at steinhofels.com.
Every week it costs more to feed my family. Prices are just out of control.
Boy, inflation is really hurting us. It's got to stop.
Career politicians like Biden and Baldwin just don't get it. They're making things harder for folks here in Wisconsin. By stopping the crazy spending that caused inflation and cutting red tape, we can bring prices down. It's time for a change. I'm Eric Hovde. I approve this message. I'll get the job done for Wisconsin families.
Glenn Powell's his middle school's leading prankster.
It was all going according to plan. Then all of a sudden you hear, crickets! People just scream and crickets are flying around.
Plus hack star Carl Clemens Hopkins.
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3.
40 years ago, a monster tornado flattened the town of Barneville. We've heard the survivor stories. Now I'm showing you why it happened. We'll break down the science behind the storm and how it helps us prepare for severe weather today, Thursday at 10.
The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
And welcome back here at noon. Let's check in now with Pam Yankee from the Midwest Farm Report. Good afternoon, Pam. How are you doing today on this Wednesday?
Hey,
Yeah, welcome, Kyle. Glad to have you along with us. And I'm even happier to have a little sunshine out there today and not a rainfall report. That's the good news. I'll tell you what, I focus a lot of attention in on what's happening with our corn and soybean planting, making hay. But there are other specialty crops around Wisconsin that I've been watching this weather as well. This weekend is the big Wisconsin Arts and Peony Festival. It's going to be up in Wisconsin Dells. It starts on the 7th, runs through the 9th. Now, you can imagine, just stop and think about the flower industry. In the United States, we have a tendency to buy all of our blossoms, our blooms from abroad if we're going to be looking at a bouquet. But I'm happy to say that Michelle Oven has a peony garden in Beaver Dam that's going to be hosting people this weekend to try to help them better understand that plant. Over 20% of the world's peonies are grown in the United States, and you're going to have a chance to see some of those this weekend. Now, at Oven's Peony Farm in Beaver Dam, they've got 1,600 plants and 100 different varieties that they're going to be showcasing. Now, the weather has caused some issues for Michelle. Earlier, there were some winds, some hail that kind of bummed up the blossoms just a little bit. But peonies recover really, really quickly. And to look at them now, you'd never know that they had any problems. It's going to look a little different, though. She said they lost about 80% of their crop to that hail earlier this year. So she's not going to be able to actually offer bouquets. Instead, they're going to leave the plants stay healthy out in the field so that people will have a chance to enjoy them and be around them. Again, Wisconsin Arts and Peony Festival in Beaver Dam starting the 7th through the 9th. Tell Michelle I said hello. Dairy markets today in Chicago. Well, we're taking a little turnabout face as far as our dairy is concerned. Barrel cheese on a Wednesday down about $0.015 to $1.94.5. 40-pound block cheese today also 3 cents lower at $1.86. And after a big rally again yesterday, apparently the buyers of butter are saying, whoa, today the AA butter down 6 3/4 cents in a day, but that price still at $3.09.5 per pound. And Kyle, like I've been telling people, remember when I'm giving you those numbers, that's kind of what we'd say at the wholesale side of things. That's what buyers are coming into the Chicago butter market paying. And then you have to start adding on some of those charges that it takes as far as transportation, refrigeration, packaging to get it back to the retail store. So that butter price still a little on the lofty side.
There's a lot that goes into it. All right, Pam,
That's
thanks
right.
for stopping by this afternoon.
You bet, Kyle.
Let's get a check now of your certified most accurate forecast. Kelly, like Pam was saying, no rain in the forecast for today, at least just a little bit.
Well, at least during the daylight hours, but as we get in this evening, we do have another chance of some rain. So enjoy the sun. The humidity's really come down. All that rain we had yesterday, well, it's cleared out. The clouds are moving on out. We do have blue skies for now. We should see quite a bit of sunshine this afternoon and pretty close to our average high for this time of the year. We typically should be up to 76, calling for a high of 77. Noticing that sun sets now at 8:34. All right, we are looking at a lot of rain that we've had, obviously, over the last couple of weeks. And now for the month, we've almost already had 2 inches in the month of June, and we've just gotten started. And for the year to date, we're at well over 3 inches above average at 17.69. There's that cold front that swept through last night. Now we're getting some clearing. You notice that humidity has really come down. Another cold front, though, will produce some showers this evening. It's not going to last real long, nothing like what we saw yesterday, but we're going to have to dodge some showers. Right now, they are spreading across parts of Minnesota. Probably not arriving here until after the dinner hour in Madison, but I tell you what, we have seen some heavy rains. I'm going to go back one graphic here quickly. We've seen some heavy rains here in southern Wisconsin. In fact, our rainfall estimates of anywhere between 2 and 5 inches of rain, if I can get to that graphic here. But really heavy rains, especially up there in Columbia County. That's where they did see some of that really heavy rains the last couple of days and into much of the week. Some of those locations picking up over 5 inches. But widespread heavy rains across southern Wisconsin, something we really don't need any more of. We do have that chance for some showers. This will be developing after the dinner hour. I would expect in Madison about 7, 8, maybe 9 o'clock. So if you have a league ball game, maybe taking the kids out, the dog out for a walk, that's that time frame where you're going to have to dodge some rain. After midnight, all of this should be on to our east. We're looking at some scattered showers this evening, as mentioned, and it will be turning cooler the next couple of days. Pretty nice today, but morning lows will be in the lower 50s as we go over the next couple of days, and we are looking at afternoon highs in the low 70s, but we should see plenty of sunshine for both Thursday and Friday. A lot of sunshine for most of the afternoon. You'll probably start to see some clouds rolling in as headed home from work. As we get toward the evening hours, showers, some embedded thunderstorms off to the west. Boscobel, Richland Center, down toward Prairie du Chien. A little bit closer, 7, 8 o'clock in the Madison area coming in from the northwest. We'll see some of these showers from Watertown, Juneau, right down toward Monroe. Eventually, that'll shift down toward Janesville after 9, 10 o'clock, and then we'll see all that activity out of here, and we should see some clearing expected overnight tonight. As far as rainfall, it won't be that much, but maybe a tenth to as much of a quarter of an inch if you get underneath one of those heavier showers. Got the good chance of rain showers this evening, but after that, yeah, we may see a shower or two over the next 7 days, but the chances are pretty slim. One thing for sure, the northwest flow will bring us some cooler temperatures over the next couple of days. We're going to be kind of stuck in that flow right through the weekend into early next week with all the heat out west. So overnight lows in the 50s, very comfortable. Afternoon highs in the low 70s going forward. And we'll look at temperatures in the low to mid 70s going into much of next week with looking at that chance of showers mainly this evening.
All right, Kelly, thank you so much for that. Next at noon, Howard is in the Mr. Food test kitchen. He says he's got a recipe that's so engaging, you'll fall in love with it after just one bite.
Here in the test kitchen, we love when recipes have quirky stories behind them. As a matter of fact, the chicken we're making today is said to be so good that when a young lady makes it for her boyfriend, he's often so impressed with it, he'll propose. Now, we can't guarantee those results every time, but we can assure you that it's downright tasty. So let me show you how easy this goes together. All we do is place a whole roasting chicken in a pan and slather it with olive oil mixed with a few seasonings. After it's coated, we stuff it with a few sprigs of fresh rosemary and some lemon. Then to make sure it's packed with lots of flavor, we squeeze fresh lemon juice all over it and finish it with a splash of white wine. Then all we have to do is pop it in the oven for about an hour and a half until the outside is crispy and the juices run clear. And when you serve this garnished with even more rosemary and a few roasted potatoes, you can bet everyone's gonna fall in love. So here's what I suggest. Go online and get the recipe for our engagement chicken. And after you make this, just maybe that someone special will pop the question before dessert. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, hoping you find this as engaging as we did. And if you do, we bet there will be lots of, ooh, it's so good.
Coming up next on noon, Angie Horkin from the Wisconsin Beef Council will show us how to make some great recipes for Father's Day.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
When replacing your windows, you want them to be built by the best and backed by the best. That's what you'll get with replacement windows only available from Renewal by Andersen. When you choose Renewal by Andersen at Wanakay Remodeling, you're not getting a one-size-fits-all product. From design and sales to manufacturing, installation, and service, we own the entire process. This month only, when you buy one window or patio door, you'll get 140% off, plus 12 months special financing. Visit WanakayRemodeling.com for more details.
Imagine having a Medicare Advantage plan that can help cover costs for dental services or even groceries. Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield is offering special benefits called Essential Extras, available for Medicare Advantage plan members. If you're new to Medicare, have Medicaid, or recently moved, you could be eligible to enroll today. Unsure if you're eligible? Our licensed insurance agents can help. Just call the number on your screen today. Medicare Advantage plans cover everything in Original Medicare Parts A and B while offering coverage for additional benefits. With Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield Medicare Advantage plans, you could get no-cost essential extras you might not expect. These plans may include allowances for dental, vision, hearing, assistive devices, or even money for healthy groceries. That's not all, though. You could also get an allowance to help pay for utility costs like gas, electric, water, or sewer. It can even be used towards internet and cellular providers. Explore 2024 Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield Medicare Advantage plans with essential extras in your zip code by calling today. If you're new to Medicare, have Medicaid, or recently moved, you could be eligible. Essential extras could even include transportation to plan-approved destinations. But you won't get a plan with additional benefits automatically. You have to call to see if you're eligible to enroll. Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield is proud to offer these special no-cost Medicare Advantage plan benefits that help provide comfort and convenience to make everyday life easier. Don't miss out. Call Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield today to explore 2024 Medicare Advantage plans with essential extras. If you're new to Medicare, on Medicaid, or recently moved, you could be eligible.
Call 800-694-1143. 800-694-1143. That's 800-694-1143.
And welcome back here at noon. We're outside, joined by Angie Harkin of the Wisconsin Beef Council. Hi, nice to see you today.
Yes, thank you.
So what are we cooking up today?
Well, I thought I wanted to show some recipes that I think are kind of perfect for Father's Day. It's not very far away,
might need some tips then.
Okay,
I'm going to
get you all hooked up. So, yeah, I've got a couple different recipes, and even I got 3 beef cuts. So my first recipe I want to talk about is espresso bourbon steaks with mashed sweet potatoes. And kind of the star of the recipe, other than the steak, is this espresso bourbon sauce. So you make this like in a saucepan on the stove, and it's a 1/4 cup bourbon, 1/4 cup maple syrup, 1/4 cup like a reduced sodium soy sauce, and then a little espresso powder and a little lemon juice. Take a smell. It's really good. Yeah, so you can drizzle that right on your steaks. Now, the recipe on our website on beeftips.com calls for fillets. So I did a couple fillets. But you could really use any steak cut in this recipe.
It looks so good.
Maybe ribeye is Dad's favorite, which is really popular. T-bones, porterhouses, even a top sirloin, a more economical cut. Any of those steaks that are ready for the grill, just pop them on the grill. I just did a little kosher salt and a little pepper. And then we'll drizzle this. And then it's sweet potatoes on the side. It goes really well with that espresso bourbon steak sauce, but if Dad doesn't like sweet potatoes, you can give them
Well, we need to get some greens into the diet a little bit.
Exactly, yep. And then I got some green beans on the side. Second recipe, country-style bourbon barbecue short ribs. So short ribs you need to braise, to tenderize, but these start on the grill, just a couple minutes per side, kind of get a little char on them, nice hot grill. Then they go in the oven with some like onion, garlic, some beef stock, tomato paste, paprika, ground cumin, a little cayenne pepper, a little liquid smoke if you have it. I didn't, so I skipped that, but they're still delicious. Cover them up in the oven like 2 hours, or you could do them on the stove top a couple hours, but you want to braise them, so nice tight fitting lid so they tenderize, and then just finish them off a couple minutes then at the end on the grill.
Sounds easy enough.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the type of stuff where we're talking for Father's Day, where the sons and daughters, should probably be cooking, because usually it's the fathers in our lives who are doing all the cooking and stuff like this, right?
But if Dad's really the grill master, you can let him do it. Just get him the recipes, or maybe do the grocery shopping for him.
Okay.
But yeah, definitely you can handle these.
Yes.
So our website is beeftips.com, and if you click right on As Seen on TV, you'll find these recipes, plus some other great recipes I picked that I think are just kind of perfect to kick off June, to celebrate Father's Day, and really perfect for all summer here in Wisconsin on the grill.
Well, we will have to dig in once the show is over here. Angie, so happy you're here today. Now let's get one final check of the forecast. Kelly will join us now with what you need to know.
Yeah, we've got some nice weather this afternoon. We are calling for some rain, though that'll be spreading in this evening, but enjoy today. Temperatures in the upper 70s, pretty seasonable, but as we get toward about 7, 8 o'clock in the Madison area, some showers, even a rumble of thunder. Thankfully, this will not last real long, but if you have any evening plans, you may have to dodge some of those rain showers this evening. Otherwise, looking at some cooler temperatures the next few days, low 70s for highs, morning lows starting out in the low 50s, and generally dry weather going into the weekend. We can't rule out a spotty shower here and there. Looks like next week, we're getting close to our average, but generally dry weather as well. So after all the rain over the last several weeks, finally looking at some drier weather going forward, other than the chance of showers this evening. Any kind of rainfall amounts would be about 1/10 to maybe as much as 1/4 of an inch, but that'll be passing through mainly this evening. Then we're back to some nice weather.
All right, Kelly, let's dig in.
Yeah, what do we start with here? You're supposed to start with the vegetables first, no?
Yes.
No.
No? Go
Thanks
right
for joining
for
us
it?
here at noon. We'll be back here at Live at 4 later on today.